This is why I don't turn anything. I'm too stupid to do the basic. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so continuing with where we left it. I didn't actually do any of the coding. I spent some time chilling, sorting my throat out. But back live again. So we're gonna do some work on. Oh, no, it doesn't. I've got permissions there. Okay, so we're going to be continuing our work on the game, expanding Route 4C or Route 4. We got that done. This area here will be developed later. We don't have to worry about that now, but that's going to be a lot of things. Let's turn music down because I think someone commented saying they struggled a little bit with it. Couldn't hear my bit, so I'll do that. Okay, so pretty simple map to do in theory, if I haven't lost. Oh, there we go. Keep hiding things I don't want to hide. How long have you been doing this so far? So this version of the game, I've been doing. This is like week 3. I've been doing it. Or yeah, so just started doing 3 weeks. The total time for, because I can't really call it like 3 weeks just for the entire game, because I'm actually building off of a previous version before, which I probably spent about 9 months on. So I've got quite a lot of things pre-done, which saves me a lot of work. But yeah, overall, it's this version of the game. Easily, it is definitely about 3 weeks. So we've got a long way to go. And if that's 3 weeks, and I've barely got to the second gym. The second gym will be down. There's a town. So there's a town down here. Down that way, it will be a town, and sort of to that way will be the second gym. So we're getting closer to sort of some of the more playable story beats of the game. But how are you all doing? How's your Saturday evenings going, everyone? It's one of those chill days. Well, I think it's one of those chill days. Is the process hard? Not really. So to make the map itself, actually, yeah, the map's on the screen. So to make a map, you just need a program called Porymaps and the decompiled Emerald code. To my right, unfortunately, you can't see it, but I've got a load of tiles. So if I want to pick a sort of poker center, I can select that. If I want to use some water tiles, I can select those. So that's not too difficult. And then the coding itself looks like that. So I use something called PoryScript, which might be a bit daunting, but realistically, you're just doing small little bites of things to say, you know, have a message box, and what does the message box say? This is a trainer battle. What do they say when they start the fight, end the fight, and what trainer are they? So it's not difficult to do at all. Weather suggests today it's so cold. I'm sat here in a reasonably thick jumper. I have, because I'm so old. Water bottle on my back. Wybwitch, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I am a chilly boy. I've just had some dinner to try and warm up, and I think it's worked. I'm definitely feeling a bit better now. I've had some nice warm meal in me. Crew, thank you for the follow. Hope you're all having a good day. So I'm going to keep looking over to my left, just because I have the I've got the old map to my right, to my left. Sorry, and it might be to your right, and on there I'm able to just using that to check I've got the right thing, because I was very happy with how things were, and especially while I'm streaming, gives me a good chance to talk to you guys while I do it. So if I am looking away, that is why. But it does mean I don't have to think so much while I'm doing this piece. So we can actually get some progress going. For those of you who just want to sit in the background and have it on, go ahead. I do enjoy it. So I'm going to start my Rom Hack. Whole new map then. I need to experience so much things, I'm scared it won't be good. Hey Elgato, how you doing, bud? And hey Gosuke. So Gosu, I would suggest if you're going to start making a game, you want to jump into a region, which is a great idea, but start on the smaller things. Just make a couple of maps for now to learn it. Because when you're doing a full region, you've got to learn a bit more of the ins and outs going on. But yeah, but otherwise, yeah, just jump at it. If you've got a question, throw me a message. Will you be able to play this in emulator? Yes, all the games I create are emulator done. Are you going to add Mew to the game? Yes, I'm adding Mew to the game, but I'm not sure yet. This is like a simple tool. This is a simple tool to draw the maps. This is just for the map part of the game. If you want to do more in terms of like the coding, you'll actually have to do the coding yourself. But again, the coding is very simple. But you can easily do most basic events very simple without going more of the ins and out. If you want to get more complex with it, what I like about this is this also allows you to get complex with it. So yeah, you can do as much or as little with it as sees fit as you want. But yeah, you can easily download this, get it running in half an hour, and start making map changes. You can even go to, because obviously this is Pokemon Emerald. You can go here and like, oh, I want to change what this woman says, so I can open up text, find what she says. So we go to expert woman, see her message. Oh, you like hot springs? Search for that. Oh, you like hot springs, do you? That's surprising for someone as young as you. So you can just like, oh, I'm going to change her. I'm going to make her a dirty girl. So like, oh, you like hot springs, to you? Let's get in and get steamy together. There you go. And now she's a dirty old broad. That's how easy sort of doing ROM hacking can be. What's programs? So that's Pori Maps. It's incredible, man. Can't wait to say. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it out. So yeah, Simplicity, you can easily download it now from a Discord and start playing it. Hey Jack, how you doing, bud? Alright, see, enjoy your meal, Gosu. Already confused. Glad people like you are smart enough. I do have some guides on YouTube which will make it easier. But yes, I'm actually making a ROM, so this is playable on emulators and stuff. Pokemon Dad. Also, thank you for the follow. What's the favourite ROM hack I've played? I'm old. Mine is probably Liquid Crystal. I like Johto. It's the first one I really played and got stuck into. Unbound's pretty good. I just get bored of it as the game goes on. It gets a bit. It's difficult, and I like some difficulty, but it hasn't got enough casual stuff going on. To keep it feeling, and I got a bit bored of doing catching things over and over again. So probably for me at the moment, it's Liquid Crystal, just because I loved it. You suddenly then end up in the Orange Islands, which was a cool little surprise. What's the ROM hack involve? I'm mad at ROM hacks. Unbound is great. Natdex. There is a Natdex. You have Pokemon from all 9 regions. Redman, thanks for follow. Have you tried the Fusion one? That was a fun time. Infinite Fusion or the other one, which I did a video on. I've played a Fusion one where someone did a custom Pokedex, which was really cool. And put a load of custom fusions just into Emerald. I've also played Infinite Fusion. We did a Nuzlocke of it really early on into its development. I'd love to go back. We've been talking because I have actually got some code to do Pokemon Infinite Fusion co-op. So I'm speaking to the guys I used to stream with and see if we want to get back to streaming some Nuzlocks again. And we'll be doing a sort of Soul Lock Nuzlocke with co-op. What gen Pokemon are going to be Fusions? 1 to 9. I'm currently playing Stream Pokemon Fusions. Nice. Yeah, it's a great, good fun one, Fusions. It was about a year ago, actually, because I just had the update for the clip I posted the first time doing Exalt Matakuno. You keep a normal Pokedex. I'm going to be creating my own Pokedex purely because it looks really weird at the moment because you start as a Johto and you can go in, like the first Pokemon you see is like number 195, but you do start with the Natdex. But I will probably make a try for regional decks just to make things look better. Are you going to keep I'm going to keep normal Pokemon. I'm not going to make my own Pokemon. I'm not an artist. Can you make this MMO? So a lot of people have been asking this, and I can. I actually am a developer on Pokemon Engine, and I was going to turn this into a Pokemon Engine region. I have stopped because it's a difficult it's quite a difficult engine to work with. So I'm currently just want to focus on this game. But if they open up if they open up some open source way to make this multiplayer, then yeah. But currently not planning on making this MMO because I don't want to have to pay for. I'm not going to be paying for servers to be open. I can't make any money off of it, so it's just gonna be out my money, and no way I can justify like turn up to my wife like, oh yeah, I've opened up a MMO for Pokemon just because. So yeah, realistically no. Only it is required, yes. So this program is boy maps. I will yap as much as I like, user. This is my stream, and I'm a chatty boy. If you want to watch from maps, you can just follow us, and you can watch the uploads as I go. But this is when I stream, it'll be more yapping. Brilliant MMO Pokestar games. Yeah, I've played Pokemon MMO. So that is if they wanted custom regions and I could just give them my ROM. Obviously, they'd have to do some things, and that'd be so cool. But obviously, they do their own things. There's no way I'd be able to do that. But I'm not going to be able to make my own thing like Pokemon. That is a very complex piece of software they've got. I know, Julian's like, I get it. People like the map making stuff, and this is why I'm more or less working on a map I've pre-done from an older version of the game, so I can talk. But yeah, you don't come to my stream to actually watch a map being made because I talk. But we will have. Why is that not lined up? What have I done here? I know what I've done here. This is a level too high. And that is that. Yeah, here we go. That's a mistake I've made. There we go. Yeah, we'll know. It's been a while. Hey, Zoomies, how you been? I love talking streamer. If you stream, you need to talk. I used to run a streaming Discord with like thousands of people in it. And a lot of people would come in and ask, like, how do you learn to stream? How do you get used to it? What's the best thing to do to keep streaming? It's like, talk. 5 seconds of silence is the difference between someone popping in and being like, oh, there's nothing going on, or someone staying around and doing stuff. Sorry, Plated. I've got a lot of messages popping through. I'm sorry, Plated. I'm not ignoring you. I've had no messages from you. It might be you're getting something blocked from the TikTok thing. TikTok's chat filter is horrendously sensitive, and so often it just removes messages, which is annoying because you'll be able to see it. I won't. So if I am ignoring you, I don't mean to. I apologise. I have the same issue when I'm trying to share stuff with people, and it's just like, oh no, it's not going to be visible. But I feel like an idiot because I'm like, oh, has it gone through? You can't tell. Yeah. What am I using to make this? I'm using Poi Maps to make this. Poi Maps allows me to do the map making part. J-Roll, thanks for the follow. And yeah, so you can just do the map making part on it, and then if you want to do coding, I use Visual Studio Code. But you can I do have a video in my YouTube where I go through how to set it up and showing some of the basic bits on getting started and doing some of the coding. I want to play this. When's it ready? The base, you can play a demo right now. You can play, so the demo is just my third week, so every Friday I'm going to release a new version. You can also play an older version of this. So this newer version has some much cooler things like follower Pokemon, which I know people were asking for and whatnot. Yeah, sorry, my brain went there. So it's got some follower Pokemon and stuff in it. The original version does not, and there's some other things which the newer version will have, but you can play an older version which goes up to about Gym 4. To play a full finished game, you're going to have to wait probably a year. But yes, you're welcome to stream it. Are you going to add gifts as NPC? Yeah, I'm happy to. I'm happy to add anyone as NPC, not just gifters. Don't waste your money on me. I do appreciate if you want a gift, but mate, I'm doing this free. I'm happy to add as many viewers as possible. I obviously can't keep up with all the chat, so throw a team in the video and stuff, and I'll get around to it when I'm adding trainers. I will add trainers, and probably when I finish this map, we'll add a load of trainers in, and we'll go through one at a time. But yeah, don't feel like you have to throw money at me, but I do appreciate it if you do. What engine? It's not in an engine. It is actually. As soon as I said that, TikTok put a message on. Don't tell people to give you money. It's like, no, don't waste your money on me. Keep it. Give it to charity. Or buy yourself a burger. I have a job. I'm fine. Engine. It's not an engine. It's actually Pokemon Emerald. It is the actual Pokemon Emerald. Pori maps and Visual Studio Code makes it very easy to hack. So I'm not actually making so much a game from scratch, but I am just hacking an existing Pokemon Emerald with all of the Emerald pieces there already. Sorry, chat's just flying. But I won't stream every day, so it'd be tough to catch me for quite often. Is it the same Pokemon Emerald open world you made? Yeah, sorry for it. So that's the open world VGS game I was working on. I've stopped. I was getting really just burnt out with it because I was making too many cool maps. I thought I was making too many cool maps, but I wanted the maps to be not in an Emerald game. I wanted them to be in like my own region. And I had this game I'd started, which was just lying about. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop VGS because it's going to make me hate doing it. And I've thought I'm going to go back to my own game. I'm just going to finish this. And then once I finish this, I'm going to go back to doing some more silly ROM hacks. But I just want to focus on this one thing. Are people choosing advanced map? Yeah, a lot of people still use advanced map for binary hacking. This is Pori maps because I do. I'm a fan of decomp because I am a coder. I found it much easier to pick up, and I can add and make changes to like the straight up code. Like I can make changes a lot easier because of that. Sorry, I'm gonna make chat longer. I need a third screen.
Hello there.
Can you be a gym leader? So Pokemon Dad, the gym leaders are currently planned out. So no, but as we come to the later piece, we can work you into some cooler things. We've got the Hall of Champions or the Champions Guild, which is something I'm working on, which will have basically viewers who've been around for a while and people I get to know. I'm going to put them in the game as champion level teams. So these are post Elite Four, top tier level 100s. There's going to be like a full tournament and stuff tied to them. So like a really cool late game challenge area, and I've got loads of stuff thinking about that. But no, thanks, Edward. Can I be your running shoes? Sure. If this is a fetish thing, you'll have to pay. I do. If you want me to do fetish things, that's going to cost you a lot. Because my wife told me to not embarrass anybody if I'm going to be doing this stuff. Quite difficult to do. If you've met me, you know I'm incredibly embarrassing. Apparently, it was weird of me to drink gravy at my cousin's wedding, but I tell you what, that gravy was delicious. Well, not drink the gravy, but, I was being a good boy. I poured it into a wine glass because, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to look unfancy. It's a wedding. You got to look good. No, wife said that was embarrassing. Will you be adding puzzles like Pokemon Rom Hack? Yeah, there will be puzzles. I'm not the best puzzler person, so... it's very basic at the moment. They might start off basic, but I'm going to develop them as I go on. Don't expect the first iteration of everything to be perfect. It takes quite a lot to do things, and getting the code and learning how to code various bits will take time. Currently, we're just sort of doing the overarching world. But I want it to be more of an adventure game. So a reason for you to go exploring, a reason for you to go into those caves, a reason for you to hunt down trainers and talk to them and all of that stuff. Create a subterranean Pokemon Center. Cryptuff and Dirklord, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I'm a bit late on that. Subterranean Pokemon Center. Not sure what you mean. I have to make a whole subterranean area. I'm using Pokemon Essentials to make Pokemon games. I had that. Pokemon Essentials, isn't that the one in Game Maker?
Hello there.
I tried to use it. I didn't enjoy it, and I did a stream on it, and I was just getting a bit frustrated, and I was doing a game for somebody else, asked me to do something for them. And realistically, it's just like, if I haven't got the ideas here, I'm trying to recreate yours. And the toing and throwing was very difficult. And I was basically trying to create his thing in the few minutes I get. And I don't have much time to do something like that when I want to do on my own. So I sort of stopped using it and learning it. What's the region based on? It's not really based on anything because I don't know that much about geography. I'm just sort of creating something that I feel like would be fun to play. I know it's not a great game design technique, But it's just sort of based on a bit of this, bit of that. Very, very fantasy. Like, you might have to look around and be like, that doesn't make sense in terms of like how geography works. Like, you're probably right, but you've got to hit all of those things. You've got to have the volcano. You've got to have all of that. Imagine it's more of like a D&D style world where things just are because rule of cool. Rule of cool trumps everything. So I'm going to put that there. Pop that there and pop that there. It just looks like etch-a-sketching. Well, I am kind of sketching, but yeah, you are basically doing one tile at a time. You can, which is quite good. You can pick a 9x9 tile, and if I've got this smart paths turned on, you can draw a bit better. But when you're doing edging, you got to be careful when edging. That's just a life rule, realistically. Life hack from Rob: be careful when you edge. I think I need to put a brick there, or what am I doing? I don't want players to go up there, so I'm going to do this because I don't really want them going up there and getting lost. So what's this region? Difficulty or a mix? Well, it's not a story game because I can't write story. It's not a difficulty hack because people are fed up with them and they're very hard to make. It's more of an adventure game, so it's more about going around, hunting the Pokemon, exploring what's going on, completing the quests. I'm not the best writer, so if some writers see stupid things and want to fix it, because I don't want to end up with like a cheesy storyline based game. So it's sort of that way. It's something you can pick up, play for an hour, put it down, come back, try and catch all the Pokemon. You can play it your way if you want to speed run it. Hopefully it'll be fun enough to speed run. If you want to Nuzlocke it, I'm trying to set it up to be good to Nuzlocke. If you want to play it casually and do loads of things, hopefully we'll have that working as well. So I'm trying to make it a sort of free-form Pokemon game where you can play the way you want to. Graveyard wedding seems like the last time. I mean, it was a good wedding. It was a good gravy. I had no choice to drink it. And the special thing is, it added some red wine into it. Top tier. Loxon and Noggin are really good with the story. Yeah, I've seen some of their stuff, and I've seen him doing the coming up with his own things, and that is quite cool. I definitely would like to work with some sort of people, maybe in the future, and design some cooler things. But for now, I just want to try and get the world built and get it playable, and then I'll release this open source for people to then, if they want to do their ROM hack of my region. Yeah, it's all going to be all there for you to do. That's pretty much the shape of it. That's pretty much our shape here. I'm just going to make it tidier and look better. It's easy enough to do with this item here. This look, if I can do it correctly. Yeah, throw a load of these in to give it some flavour. So I'm just going to catch up with chat. If you get a chance, check out the region they made. Yeah, I've seen the Pacific Northwest one. That was great. You'd have a cut tree down an item. Oh, I see what you mean for the top. I'm not going to, because this is a very end. This is a long route, and there's a couple of diversion things which are going to have a little cut routes. But maybe we could extend it later. We'll see. Edging and sketching, exactly. Is this Minesweeper? Yes. It's a Minesweeper 2022, so there's a couple of versions out of date. Top left corner looks great. Place one of them underground items like a potion. You mean up here? Yeah, we can do that. Very easy to do. We're going to do it the lazy way. So we're going to take an item from a previous map. Remember, when you're ROM hacking, you don't have to do everything from scratch. You can just copy one over and make the changes to it. So it saves a lot of work. So we have here, there's a hidden item on Route 104. We're going to copy it. I'm going to open up my map. I'm going to paste it. It's all the way down there, so I'm going to drag it up. And we'll put it there. And then what item do you want us to put in there? Maybe something a bit better than a potion. How do you choose what Pokemon are available in each route? I sort of try and feel like what Pokemon fit in that area. So it's a mountainous area. And what gym I am. So you're post level 1 gym. You hopefully done the school tournament. So you're around level 22, 23. I'm trying to think. Okay, it's a mountainous area, so you might have a few more tougher Pokemon. So I think I've actually got the list here, what I wrote. So I've got Skidoo, Bounsweet, Gulpin, Yamper, Squavette, Pancham, Fomantis, Geodude, Burmy, and Gligar. So Gligar being a tough, decent one. Yamper's going to be very useful for the next gym badge. Same with Fomantis and Bounsweet. Again, I was trying to think, okay, they want some useful Pokemon for the gym, because you don't want them to like give them a load of ground types and then throw a water gym at them. It just sort of sucks. Tell us where you're hiding Mew, though. I will not. I don't. You'll be able to tell a Mew is. It'll be under a van. Tool program is called Porimaps. Full restore. Okay. Item full restore. There is now a full restore hidden there, and I'll make some tide changes to the code to tidy it up later and name it correctly. But for now, that will do the trick. Yes, I'm just going to do some of these. Just gives it some depth and makes it look less like a thrown a wall together. And actually, I want to do one thing here, which is to fix these, which will be fixed when we go to Dragon Lake. A lot of that looks a bit gaudy still, but that will be fixed as we go around. Master Ball, full ether, amulet cool. Amulet coin is I think you get it as a reward from a trainer, so it's already in the game. Program is this trying to create a game. It's just a Porimaps, so it is Emerald. Make Eevee one-shot everything with Swift. No. Sorry. Weather map, big meme. Rocky, thank you all for the follows. Program, Porimaps. You should milk a maze in Walk Up instead. I'm actually got a design for Lost Woods. If you've played or seen my videos about Pokemon VSG, which is the viewer suggested game where I was making Emerald hacks based on comments on videos, I actually made a Lost Woods in Petalburg, not in Petalburg, in Route 182. I'm gonna basically import that because I thought that was cool, and yeah. If I can add that in, and that will have all the same things, like depending on what direction you're going, depends on what paths open up and stuff, exactly like Lost Woods in sort of Zelda. Okay, so we need a few things just to give it some life, and as always, if you're ever in doubt in my game, follow the white grass. It will give you a idea of the core path. The same way, if you want to know which way to explore to find things, don't follow the white path. This is my way of telling you in the right direction. Sorry, chat's been flying. You guys are ravenous today. Pokemon Revolutions, you can also have areas within maps. Pokemon Revolution is running on its own engine, though. So there's a lot of things it can do which I wouldn't be able to. I don't think I'm able to do. I might be entirely wrong, but yeah, it's. A lot of things which seems like that would involve a lot of heavy lifting from me, which is possible, but I'm trying to keep it simple, at least for the first one. It's not online, no. What are the starters? The starters are, there's 9 of them. Totodile, Cyndaquil, and the grass one, Chikorita, and they've been adapted. Pikachu, Eevee. There's currently 3 Hoenn starters, which I'm going to remove, and a 9th slot is going to be randomized every time. I haven't done the randomizing bit yet. I need to write that code. I have a rough idea how to do it, but yeah, the 9th starter will be randomized from a list of like 25, 30 different Pokemon. So if you want to do a random playthrough, boom, there's a random choice you've got from the get-go. So it should give a nice choice of how people want to play. In fact, let's put that hidden item onto that. That is pretty much our route. We'll do the cave in a minute, but I'm going to start filling in where we can do. What program? I'm using Porimaps. 3 Magikarps. I got 9. I can do 9 Magikarps. Might be done similar way. Psychic Warp Puffs. Yeah. So you talk about that. So this here, which we did in the stream this morning, this whole area will actually be there'll be a cave here, and a cave here. Inside of this cave will be lots of doorways you go into, and that one will lead to this one, that one will lead to this one, like the teleport warp pads. And that will give you just lots of trying to explore a lost dungeon. I think the third gym, the poison gym, also is utilizing the wandering around style. Basically, it's Sabrina's gym rehashed. At least until I get some custom tiles to improve it. But again, a lot of the first passes will be very basic, as I'm as I'm getting things out there. I want to get like the bulk of it done, and then we can always make improvements once we go. Concept we do in coding called, or in software development called MVP, minimal viable product, because you can always iterate on it later. And where I have no business, I have no one, no client paying me to do this, I can do it in the time, in my own time as we see fit. There's no chance of it going awry because no one's going to cut funding, because there is no funding. That's the great thing about doing work to yourself. There you go. That is, got to do one more thing, which is not turn everything into a down. We need to turn those into a downward thing. And then we can do our intro, our rest. I'm just going to export the time lapse so I can make a video on that tomorrow. Would be done the same way. Is it going to be available to actually play when you're done? It's available now. Every week I will drop a new update. And you can play the latest update and give me feedback. Tell me what works about it, what you don't like about it. Is the gym too hard? Is the gym too easy? Is this fight too hard? Do you feel like you want a better item that's completely gone awry? Yeah, all of that stuff. Tell me, and I will make a video on it. I will make a video on it. I'll add it, but you can download it from our Discord. What's this about? I'm making a Pokemon game, Music Weeb. I'm still waiting for the game that just has a dead end. It should be way too long to realise that. What do you mean? Oh, what? So it's just a long walk and there's a dead end at the end, but it takes you forever to realise that. Make it. Do it. The ROM's name, I don't know. I'm debating on either calling it Pokemon Trials or Pokemon Driver. It's not on any other websites at the moment. It's only available through me. I probably will. I need to at some point. I'm just... haven't opened it to the world. I will share it a lot. I will get the details on Reddit and on other stuff, but I want to at least get decent amount done first. Don't make it a no. Pokemon Surgeons, I really loved it, but it's not going to be that hard. I'm going to have it much easier. If that's like a 9 or a 10, this is going to be at 6. So it's going to be harder than your standard Pokemon game, but it's not going to be so hard you're going to have to come back and really think about it. I want you to think about the choices you make, and some fights will be tough. You are going to be looking at like some blockers, and some trainers here and there are going to be quite a bit harder. But on average, if you have a good idea on how to play a Pokemon game, you'll have no issue at all. Okay, so I'm just making a new map here for us to make. And I just need to get the right things set up. So it's indoor, and underground, Route 4. Actually, it's going to have a new map sec, isn't it?
Hello there.
So I'm going to do that, and then, we'll leave that as the same. I need to make some changes. In a second, we want to allow biking, running, and escape rope. Boom, there we go. I'd love to create a game, but it would be a Final Fantasy one. But that would be quite cool to make. A lot of work to do those stuff. It's original Pokemon. I'm not adding custom. I'm not that. I've started again, Sans. I started again half an hour ago because my mate decided to have a quiet night, and can you blame him? So he stayed home, and my wife's gone out to watch Wicked. So I was like, you know what? I'll come back live. I enjoyed it this morning. Yeah, it's got to be a challenge, but not too ridiculous. I loved it too. Just made it left 4, and I gave up. I was doing a Nuzlocke, and I got really far, and then I made a mistake and lost it. And me and my mate were playing it on stream. But the problem is the start of that game sucks to Nuzlocke, and where it's a pain to hack candies in. That I just no. I didn't want to do the grind over and over again. Like the starting grind just to get to level cap, which you need to do. Beat like the first well, you don't need to, but it's a pretty good idea to do. Is just like so long that I just really got fed up with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've not touched it since I wiped in it last. I would like to see a game with all the regions, Ash episodes, secondary quests, movies. Yeah, a lot of people have said this, and I'm tempted to make it, but I don't know if the standard ROM will have that much space, because you've got a lot of things you've got to do for it. I'm not going to be doing it anytime soon because I want to make my own region. I'm quite passionate about this right now, and while it's hot, I'm going to be doing that. It'd be interesting to see, but at the same time, it's a lot of work again. Maybe it's something you could do as a team. Maybe that's something I could do as a let's learn to code together. Maybe we'll work as a channel, and I'll set up like if anyone wants to help out, we'll open source it. I'll make the map. We'll make the maps, and we'll make the entire game together. And like one person can work on Johto, one person can work on Kanto, and we can connect it all up. That could be a thing. So it's helping people to learn how to do it without us all doing it. I'd love to play this when it's finished, my guy. A bit of fan of hacks, alternative games. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Tyler. It's going to be a while till it's done. But yeah, follow along. I give daily videos. Obviously, you're seeing this point. This video won't be until like next week. But I try and talk in the videos more about what's going on and the planning behind it and the reason for each of the things. I'm speaking to a friend of mine who edits. He does some really good. He does videos on different sort of indie games. Check out, he's called Just Neat. He's quite good. But he's talking about doing some editing for me to do some dev diaries, which might be quite fun to talk more in depth about things, which obviously you don't often get in these streams and on my short form videos. Software is Polymaps. Gizmo, Mayo, thank you for the follows. I've got into ROM hacks. Will this be with Fakemon? No, Fakemon. I can't do art, so I'm not going to try and do fake Pokemon drawing. I can't do. And it's better just to avoid it like that. So instead, we're just going to have a standard Pokemon. I might have a few custom Pokemon in the way of like. I did make Crystal Pokemon. I made Crystal type. I have got the code. I just need to import it from my other game. Probably take me an hour, and then import those custom Pokemon in. But for now, no, we've got no plans of doing full Fakemons. Leave that to someone else. Plus, you've got to balance it, and that's a lot of work. And yeah, I'd rather just make the game. Leave the custom bit. Leave that work to people who know what they're doing better than me. It's very interesting to watch. I've played ROMs, never seen the process. This is it. I don't know why more people don't make them. They do stream it. It's such a simple thing to go live and do it, and yeah, it's a lot less work gets made, and I could do a hell of a lot faster development if I wasn't streaming it. But it's fun. People are genuinely interested in seeing how it works and what's going on. And yeah, and they get more people into it. And I do believe the more people who are hacking will get some really, really cool, more and more cool things for people to try. So here I am. Try and stream at least once a week. You've been lucky today. I've done it twice today. That's unlikely. Mainly because the wife is out. There we go. A bit of water for a later game area, which you can access once you get stuff. Because I like you being able to see things. You come in, like, oh, I'll come back here, surf. I wonder what's there. Don't know yet. Something. I'd love to have a crack at making one, but absolutely no idea where to start. There's two ways. You can download you can download Pokemon Emerald and a binary hacker, like what's it called? Advanced Trainer, and just hack into the game directly. Or you can look us up on YouTube, Trials Versus, and I've got some guides there on how to do decomp hacking, which is what you see. And I'm trying to go through it in a accessible way, so it's not like too technical, while still giving you the respect of telling you exactly what's going on inside. You can join our Discord, you can join Pret's Discord, you can join Team Aqua Hideout. And all of those, there's full of places where you can, talk to other ROM hackers and see what's going on, get loads of things. But yeah, our Discord's quite a good place. And maybe I'll look at doing this. We'll do an all-region one where I'll do it as a way for you guys to start learning and practicing together. So there we go, another map made. It was going to be an emulated game, Grabnook. Bennett, I was just seeing you've got loads. Thank you very much. So I am trying to draw and keep track of things. I'm about 5 minutes behind. What about as far as goes about all the ROMs I'm playing? I feel like they've been much more grindy. So this is an issue with ROM hacking, and I'm really trying my hardest. I don't want that to happen. When you're making a game, you obviously design, you want it to be harder than the main games, because the biggest complaint in the main games is they're so boring, they're so easy, they're too simple. So an easy way to do that is up the level cap, or have higher level. Higher levels give you access to more Pokemon moves. But by doing that, I as a developer can push more for the trainers to use as well. But the thing is, you need to get the player from the lower level to the higher level. And you can even do that for trainer battles, which is a good way to do it. It's really hard, so you don't know if they're going to do them all. You can do it through them fighting and grinding through routes, which is boring. Or you give them like a candy jar where they get unlimited rare candies. That one works in some cases, but as soon as you're doing that, you have to introduce level caps. And you've got to force level caps. People don't like laying level caps. And it also means every Pokemon trainer you fight has to be at max level cap, which is a bit frustrating. So what I've tried to do is, once you get to a gym, once you walk into a gym, all Pokemon that are under the level cap, this only happens when you have level caps on, which you get asked at the start of the game, but it is designed around having level caps on. But every Pokemon under level cap has increased XP rate, so they can get more XP faster if they're not currently at level cap. There's also a trainer in the gym that will let you battle a Blissey, and it will just use Memento, knock itself out, and give you a ton of XP. When the XP share all, that should just mean once you get to the gym, you can level up your party and then do the gym. So you don't have to do... You can play the game normally up to that gym, and then it's like, boosh, get everything to level cap, and then continue on again. That's my current plan. I may have to think of some more things to fix it later, but yeah, that's current thought process. So I'm just going to make my warp pads so that we can get out of this area. So obviously with playtesting stuff, it may not work as well as I think it will, but I'd like it to. I mean, that's the joy of development. Much more grind. I've been working on making Pokemon from scratch on Python, and Tiled is pretty sick. Let's report your tile map in Excel. That's cool. That's really cool, Josh. I do have a few things in like Game Maker. I did make one. I did start playing around with making like a one in Unreal Engine and stuff, but I'm a Java developer. I don't deal with front end. I'm a back end developer, so if I've got to deal with graphics, no, thank you. I like everything about Emerald except animations. Crystals are way better. I'll give you that. They've each got their own flair to it, which is what I quite like about the when they had the animations in. Each one has their own sort of way of doing things, but I definitely do think I can see where you're coming from there. Not a bad take. Fran, thank you for the follow. Busher as well, and User, thank you all for the follows. I would love a game that goes through gens 1 to 3. So this is it. Maybe if we do it, we do Johto and things, but there is like Pokemon Planet, which has gens 1 to... I think it's got Kanto, no, Kalos. But it's very grindy. It is an MMO, and it is grind as hell. Aiden, I've been having a great day. How's yours? In my opinion, it should be high chance of low level and high chance of high level. What do you mean, Trustee? For example, Celebi movie with the child parents in the forest. I mean, the problem with that is it just makes Nuzlocke end up having a death point, and death points frustrate. And some things can sound cool, but they just frustrate players. Give Lucky Egg an XP share. So yeah, Trillios. So one, you do get the XP share. You get the XP share straight away. As soon as you get your Pokemon, you get XP share, and it's XP share all. And level caps. And I always suggest playing level caps. Problem with Lucky Eggs is Lucky Eggs, again, just scale. You then just got to balance your gyms around just having more XP. The better thing is to put more jet trainers in or something. I'm using Polymaps to develop this. I am that bloke who drank the gravy at the wine glass. Can you blame me? Gravy is bloody good. They did a roast chicken at this wedding, and my God, it was really, really nice. Normally you see like heavily when they do mass cooking chicken, it's going to be rubbish, but no, it was so good. And the gravy, I was like, I got to get more gravy. The guy came out with like not a pint glass of it, but a jug full. And I had because I was drinking red wine but not white wine, so I had a clear glass because I'm not going to be a slob at a wedding. No. Yeah, it was good. Thanks for the follow. Oh, I love gravy. Good gravy. I did on Thursday, so I like cooking as well. And I did try doing a cooking video on TikTok, but it flopped, and I think I'm just going to stick to doing the Pokemon stuff. But yeah, so we did. I did a gravy, an onion gravy on Thursday with sausage and mash. Did some bangers and mash, and my god, that was one of the best gravy I've ever made. For example, like Pidgeot male and female next to Red House with Charms. So yeah, you can do that. So this is wild. I'm not going to do wild Pokemon on stream. It's a bit boring to watch. But the bottom one is 1% encounter, so I could throw Pidgeot, but you'd end up throwing it at level 40. But the thing is, you wouldn't be able to flee it. You would end up just getting bodied by it, and because it's quite a long route, you'd be forced to go back all the way here, and then you just got no choice but to go all the way down there due to randomness. And taking control from the player through randomness is fine, as long as you don't force play it. Like if there's just not like a loss case due to randomness, it's something that would frustrate me as a player, especially someone who likes doing Nuzlocke. You just be like, oh, how you doing? You got that? Ah, you're shit out of luck. It's tough. Sorry, bud. What would be named? I don't know. I'm thinking Pokemon Trials. Once I get a name, maybe I'll do a video and ask you lot on stuff. But I don't know if you guys got a name. I don't know if to do a color, do something else. Maybe we'll develop further. Maybe it's like Pokemon the 3 islands because there's 3 islands. Tribe is the region. Trials make it sound like a tough game. Like you've got to do the trials of the games. Like nah, it's not Trials and Tribulations. Trials just because that's the name of the channel. But what program? I'm using Boy Maps, bud. Ollie. Mamma Mia, thanks for the follow. Won't you be copyrighted? If I get copyrighted and tough, then go buy goes all the work I've done. I do not sell the game. So if the main thing I'm holding on to is I've got to distribute it using patches. Which is fine. That's how most games do it. And I have to, and I can't sell it. So if you ever see a ROM hack for sale, you're being done. It's not a thing. So I'm just trying to find Coral Port is what we're doing next. Which is actually a rehash of Fortree. But yeah, so as long as I don't sell it, I should be okay. But you never know. If Nintendo do. Basically, they'll give me a cease and desist. Not going to sue me anything. Just cease and desist, and then I'll do a video saying sorry, all gone, and then maybe I'll work on my own game. Pokemon Awesome Source, Hunter's Glory, no better Ranger's Glory. Maybe. What is ROM hacking? ROM hacking is when you take a ROM, which is read-only memory. So basically, when you create a game, it becomes what we call a ROM. It's a file with everything on there. So that's your original cartridge sort of thing. ROM hacking is when you're taking that existing game and hacking it, making changes to it. So it's a difference between like development from the ground up to taking an existing thing and turning it into your own. So we've taken the Emerald ROM, as you can see here. Here is Emerald, and I want to hack it to make my own changes. So we now have a tree there. There's nothing they can do about it. It may not be there. It may not have been there originally. You know what? You're not accessing the gym anymore. That is just how life is. Yeah, that's ROM hacking. I make games with Lua on Roblox. That is cool. This is C++ and PoiScript, which is own PoiScript. I've used Lua in the past. But that's cool. I've been tempted to try Roblox Lua and playing around with some random stuff, but I've been learning so many languages for work. I just don't want to do anymore. Pokemon the 3 Trials. That would be cool if there wasn't like more than 3 trials. Tech stack I'm using for this. I have Pokemon Emerald. Decomp. That's it. Emerald expansion available on GitHub. It runs on the front of. So I have PoiScript. Where's PoiScript? So I've got PoiScript running my eventing, and then behind that is just C. It does have some Python scripts to convert something like trainers.party. So this is how we define our trainers. This is obviously can't be used by the game, so there's a Python script to convert this. And there's also stuff like TM HMs. Yeah, so if I want to create a new TM, which I have done, I create a plug. And if I want to make a change to a game, I could just, if I add it here, there's a Python script that will automatically pick this up, look at the latest Pokemon movesets, and automatically add that TM to the Pokemon that would learn it. So I don't have to go through like I used to and add pluck to every Pokemon that learns it. It just does it automatically. Again, that's not stuff I've done. That's stuff done by some very clever people who've written a load of cool stuff to make ROM hacking and do all the compilation part of it. How can you do this if they don't give you access? So there's two different ways. One is by doing binary hacking. Jacob thanks for the follow. Binary hacking is when you take the. Can I make it just a big? Maybe I should open Paint or something. So binary hacking is where you take that game and you put it into a program that can read sort of the bits and the hex and all the memory locations, and it convert it. And some people have worked out like, oh, this memory location points to this town, and you can see the file has all the town bits into it, and then they've worked out what all of the bits mean, and then you can use a program to manipulate those bits to be something different. So imagine a town is like a paint by numbers. You can see the grid here. So this is a 40 by 20 map. So you get 40 by 20 grid, and you put like number 1 wherever you want your tile to be. So on the right, I've got all my tiles. So let's say I want to fill them all up as number 2. That's grass. So everywhere I want grass, the game just sees it as a number 2. It then picks from the tile set, so basically just repaint by the numbers, rename the tiles, and then you say actually use it from this tile set. So it's like, okay, great. So we're using from the general tile set, and it replaces everything like that. So if you change what tiles you use, obviously it will start to change and look weird, because you're pointing to a different number. And all you're doing with the binary hacking is changing those numbers and stuff. What we're doing here is some very clever people have actually gone in and decompiled the code. So they've taken up the code and just ran it through. I don't know, there must be some decompiling tools, and then they've gone through and worked out what bit of code does what and made it sort of human readable in English, so you can now just code it how you like. That's quite a cool thing. That's how we're able to do it. I do call fan art instead of hacking. Stop calling it that until I won't stop attacking. I mean, technically hacking. You can hack your own stuff, it's fine. Lua is much easier than C++. I didn't learn C++. I just learned. I didn't have to do all of it. But I'm a Java developer. I'm a full-time coder, and I may not know the intricacies of C, but I can tell this is an object, static object, however you do it, of this type of object, and I can see the arguments in it. And coding is pretty simple wherever you do it. Yes, you've created an 8-bit object here. And ifs are always the same, and a return function. So by being a coder, I'm just able to understand. I can take some time and work out what's going on by looking at it. This gets a gender, so this will probably have a randomizer. Yeah, so it just calls some enums and goes from there. But I haven't learned C++. I'm just able to understand how coding works in most languages. Do you make the game? Yeah, I've gone inside to make changes with some very clever people. I haven't done this from the ground up. Eric Jerome, hello user, thank you all for the follows. Which game is this? This is Pokemon Triver. If you want to play the older version, which has got more maps but has less quality of life, you've got Pokemon Trials. But yeah, it's the one at the bottom. It's the map a day one. Yeah, it is crazy in a cool way. Right. So speaking of hacking, there's a reason why I opened this map. And that's because when you're making a town, I just find it easier to take an existing town because of this H here, this hill spot. Plus, it comes with a lot of things we can just utilize for later. So we're going to create our beach town. Max, I still love seeing another person interested in code development. Yeah, I am all for people learning to code and making a ROM hack, and I think it's a great way to get into doing hacking because you can play around with things. And I learn by doing. So I'll pick up a game, I'll pick up something, and I'll start doing it. And when I have an issue, well, how do I solve this issue? So I'll look and read and try to learn the solution for it. I forgot this is going to be a water edge. I go from that. Oh, Griffin's on. Sorry, I've just seen you from a random short and got interested. I hope you're having a blessed day. I'm having a great day. So I'm 3 minutes late on that Griffitron. But yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying it. So I've lost something. This is what I'm trying to find. I'd use the darker one. I think I want the lighter one. Which is actually here. Hello. There we go. Feels a bit better. what kind of hack will it be? Harder version, quality of life changes. It's going to be a full custom region. It will be harder than the normal game, but it's not a challenge hack. You're not going to be seeing like legendaries in the first gym or anything too stupid. We've got no plans to. So I just want to see how long this 50 by 20. Did I not change it? I did change it. I made it wider. So it's more of an adventure hack with going around to explore, find Pokemon, hunt down legendaries, all of the stuff which I liked. I'm basically just thought I'm fed up with Pokemon. I'm going to make my own, and adding all the stuff which I want to see. It's a big, expansive world with decent challenge to do, and lots of places to explore and hunt the cool Pokemon instead of just being handheld. What Pokemon yet? Hey Dan, how you doing, bud? Sorry, I joined late. What Pokemon I'm using Pokemon Maps. This is Maps. It's a program I use for doing my ROM hacking. So, Pokemart. I don't know why I always have the Pokemart as the first thing as you walk in. Lewis, thanks to follow. Will it be Nuzlocke? Yes. So I'm designing this game around sort of like you being able to play it how you want to play, because I think that's quite a cool thing about Pokemon. So from the very beginning, I'm trying to make it so that you can speed run it. So there's options you can make to maybe make it speed run better or worse, and make it so that you can play it casually or you can Nuzlocke it. So if you look, this is Route 4, but to increase the number of encounters you've got, there's actually grass in all the towns. So if we go to Granite Peak, you see there's grass. We go to the first town, there's grass. Literally, you come out of your house, you can start catching your first encounters. We go to the town over here, grass. I'm giving that choices. So this is Route 1. It's split into 2. So you can use the rappel, which is here, to go up here and get an encounter up here, because the encounters are slightly different. But maybe you want something that you find up here, but you don't want something down the bottom, so you rappel and get your choice up here. Maybe instead you want to rappel all the way to try and do the hidden base challenge. This hidden base will give you a Dwebble. That Dwebble is very good for the first gym, so maybe you want to do that. Mahogany Hills, again, a massive choice for encounters. Again, there's another area here to give you a Honage, or if you want to, and then you can get an encounter in there. You can go to the school and get an Eevee from doing this challenge. You can go in here instead and trade with her to get a Magnemite. These are choices you make as a Nuzlocker to decide how you want to do it. There's also like TMs that could help you in your journey, but instead of just giving the TM out, you've actually got to fight a trainer for it. The choice is you fight the trainer early and get the TM, which will help you in the gym, or you get the TM by getting cut, which you don't need the gem, which you get after the gym. So it's like, as a Nuzlocker, do you want to go for Shockwave, which will help you in the flying gym, or do you not want to risk losing your Pokemon to a tougher fight, in which case you'll do it another way. So that is giving choice to the player, but meaningful choice, so that they can sit down and say, like, at the end of it, they've earned what they've come out with. Or they can replay and actually say, each replay they can just make a different choice that might actually be the difference between them succeeding this time or failing a different way. At least that's the theory behind it all. Okay, 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I like Nuzlocke, so definitely Nuzlocke will be a thing. Custom storyline, yes, but it's not going to be like an end of the world. It's more of the storyline is go have an adventure, go enjoy yourself. I'm not a writer. I find a lot of the Nuzlocks are very cheesy and edgelordy or cringy, and I know I'm not going to be any better. So I don't want to deal with playing another Pokemon game where the world's going to end. It's just like, I just want to go and be an adventure and catch Pokemon. So that's what this game is. It's go out, have an adventure, catch Pokemon, become the champion, have some hard fights, challenge with people, if you want to make a really cool secret base, then you've got to go find the secret base and find the hidden dolls, stuff like that. Maybe make an area full of water. The down below area will be full of water because it'll be a water route. So we are making a beach here. I just realised this might be too short. Height 20. Oh, it is right. Have I made this too tall? So the starter's going to be, there's 9 starters. Totodile, Chikorita, and Cyndaquil. They've all got secondary type as well to differentiate them. There's currently the Johto starters, but I want to make a different triangle. You've also got access to Eevee and Pichu. I'm debating on making them the partner Pokemon. When we do the vote. And the 9th slot is going to be random. From a choice of like a 30 or so. Nemeros, County, Green Bean, James. Thank you all for the follow. Welcome on in. We'll have a wiki Google driven. Yeah, I need to at some point. 100% think we need to make a guide point for it. I semi-made one previously, but it's a bit of a pain to make. So it currently hasn't got any of that, but it's something that's in my mind to do. If someone would like to make one, then sure. But yeah, currently I haven't done any of that because I'm just trying to get the game in a position to build. You should build a factory for forced Pokemon labor. I am thinking about that. So there's 3 main islands to the game. The first island is this one, and it's more tradition. The towns are going to be about working alongside Pokemon. It's built on. There's a lot of stories about ancient Pokemon, and like it ties a lot to Arceus. Should be going around sort of existing areas, maybe exploring old ruins as we go with the later game places. The second town is more like developing on from that. They're going to away from the more tradition into your more standard, into using things a bit more. So you will find in that island a why is that not looking good? You'll find yourself a quarry and a town growing. And the final one will be like, they're pretty much just don't care about the area. They're massive cities, big roadways and stuff, and that will have your and that will have more ties to all of that piece. I've used the wrong tile. I've just noticed. That is the wrong tile all the way along. I've got to redo this. I'm enjoying the game so far. How many gyms have you done so far? In this version of the game, there is 1. If we keep going the pace we're going, we might be able to do the second gym tonight. But the second gym should be available on the demo on Friday. Yeah.
Hello there.
But the game I've designed up to so far has 4 gyms designed so far, or in basic level it's got 4 gyms designed with a lot more to work on. It's lots of things I need to do. Program is Porymaps. Yes, Pokemon will be buffed with some Pokemon will be buffed with new stats, upgraded stats. Some Pokemon will be buffed with new abilities. So I've already come up with a custom ability for the Cubone line called the Bone Zone, which allows ground moves to attack flying Pokemon like you're throwing a bone at it. I think it's amazing. I've also got buffs for the Whismur line. Whismur will now have a new ability called Echo, which allows it to hit. So sound moves will hit twice. So yeah, I have been working on those things. Why is that looking weird? That's why that goes there. And then that goes there. Then we do that. That's how the tiles work. And also to make a few more usable, so you're not going back to the same ones. So not everything's going to be buffed, but I want every Pokemon to have a play. So some might be really good early game. That's good. Some are going to be crap early game. That's not a problem. Some will be good later game. So it depends on how. So it's all going to vary and such. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the right one. We'll just do that one without, I think. Just going to playing these Pokemon ROMs, so seeing how to do it. Yeah, it's something that I think is amazing, and I'm so upset. Some other people don't talk about what they're doing, decisions they're making. It's just like you do see a couple of them, and you see like feedback, people like posting random maps and stuff. But it's like, well, that's a cool looking map when you're looking at it from a high up view. But it's like, what's going on there? Why have you made those decisions? What's the point in it? Is there a reason for all of these things? And like seeing as a coder, like I like to see the code people do. So yeah, I think doing it along does. It should hopefully get more, and should get more people interested in doing it themselves. Let's pop a flower there. What generation? I've got 1 to 9. I've got all Pokemon in it. I just need to. I don't know exactly how many are going to be included in the game. I'm going to probably put lots of like later game areas where you can catch like a ton of Pokemon. For now, yeah, for now that's not the case. Okay, so I'm going to bring that up a level to bring this up a level to do that. There we go. That feels a bit better. Show the whole map. There you go. What a chill guy. Thank you. I try my best. Uproar would be busted. Uproar would be insane. Same with like Howl as well. So the second hit on it is weakened. I think currently it's like parental bonds, like 30%. But I might add it so like if it does it in a cave, it does it twice maybe. It does it twice, or it goes to 50%. Yeah, currently it's just sort of basic. And I've got like custom changes to items. I love the idea of Pokemon that evolve when traded with a held item. Why don't we use that item to buff the Pokemon? So like Eviolite can be used for every unevolved Pokemon. Well, why don't we use Electrolyzer on Electabuzz? And now all punching moves are priority. So it gives it like its own identity separate to Electivire. Electivire can hit harder, but it's now slower. So maybe you want the speed of Electabuzz. Echo might be overpowered, but you might earn Fist moves. But this is it. It's gonna give Loudred some use, and it'll be a solid, normal Pokemon. Give it. Maybe it's too powerful. I'll have to nerf it, but we'll see. What are you planning to do with your ROM? A lot. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm just trying to do a load of things, trying to catch up with the version I've got to my left here. So just got a lot of work to do to get things set up for now. You're just pretty awesome, man. It'll be new lore, custom NPC. Yeah, new lore and custom NPCs. I do want to work on some custom artwork. Obviously, I can't draw, so I won't be doing it myself. But at some point, I definitely want to get custom art. At the moment, we're just sticking with default artwork because we can easily make changes later. I've been tempted to play around with some pieces, but for now this is what we're working with. Nintendo going to send Fed smoke everyone in Sky Nice. I mean, they can just tell me to stop and I'll stop. If they really dislike people doing what I'm doing, which they don't tend to mind. As long as you don't sell, you're fine. And if anyone's ever selling any of my ROMs, don't buy it. It's not like I can even tell them to stop. But yeah, I do not sell any of this. It is all and always will be free to play. So yeah, so I should be fine. If they tell me to stop, then fine. They'll just be more boring dickheads, won't they? What does each little square represent? How's it coded? So when you're drawing a map, so these are the tiles in each one you can walk in. Basically tells the game this is what the map's going to look like. So the game runs off like a paint by numbers. Instead of running the picture, it runs a square that says, okay, this is the name of the tile, and it tells the game what to draw on that tile. There's no actual code to some of these. Might have code to them, like the door has an animation tied to it, but otherwise it's just a object. If I want to then do a collision, so I've got sort of like 3 levels to it. So if I want to say this is you can't walk here, I put an X. If you want to go somewhere lower, I'll draw an arrow. If you want to be able to go under a bridge but over it one way, I can draw these tiles. No, water, surfing water. So the actual code comes through these guys. So these are event objects. So those ones I need to remove. And these have more sort of code tied behind it, which you've got to write up. I've just hit some buttons I didn't mean to hit. There we go. What software is this? This is Porymaps Pickle and Pop. Want to create my own? Yeah, it's Porymaps. It uses decompiled emerald. On decompiled emerald, you want to know a little bit about coding. I wouldn't say loads, but wrong button. Because it does run off. You need to know sort of like how to write the scripts and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, you can pick this up very quickly and start coding right away. And I have some guides on our YouTube. I recommend doing it. I think it's so cool. The more people who are coding and making their own Pokemon games, the more we got to play. The more people making them, playing them, it's just better for everyone. So yeah, go ahead, download it, start tooling around. Maybe don't start with the big thing right away. Try some little pieces and just get used to how the tiles work. Get used to how you place them down. Get used to writing a couple of trainers. Maybe you want to take the existing Emerald and like make some changes to the gyms. This is why so many versions of Emerald exist, is because it's so easy to hack that everyone goes in and makes changes. A lot of people say, oh, I want to play my own region, but making a whole region is a lot of work and stuff. Apple, Super, Cookie Monster, Michael, oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's legal because it's because I'm not selling it. I can do what I like with my own game. Customs, I do want to do custom sprites. Not everything's going to be a custom sprite, but there will be custom sprites, especially for the trainers and the rivals and stuff. Obviously, I'm sticking to begin with existing sprites, just because we can easily go through later and make it customized. But that I'm going to need money for to pay artists. Currently, I do not have money to pay artists, so we're going to have this. I might go through and draw some myself, but I can't draw to save my life, so they would look goofy as all hell. And then we do that to the end. So I'm just filling in that gap. There we go. What do you use made this compiler? What's it called? I don't know who made the compiler. Probably a lot of clever people. It's on. Maybe it's the guy called Pret whose GitHub it's on. You just search Emerald Decomp and you find a GitHub with it all on. It's great. Jimbo, thanks for the follow. How's it called? It's called. Should we just decide on a name now, guys? What should we call it? Because people keep asking. So the region's called Triver. You've got 3 islands with the end goal being to take on Arceus, but the idea is just to explore, adventure, catch Pokemon. What should we call this game? Do we give it a colour? Do we give it something? It's not really got a big story to tie it onto. Like Unbound was tied to Hooper, so that worked. We haven't got like Insurgents has like a big. It doesn't have that. It's just that's why I was thinking about calling it Pokemon Triver, because it's just in the Triver region. Door, you should make a place no one can get to. It's a Pokeball, whatever you can call it. There are lots of places where you can't currently get to with Pokeballs on it, which you will be able to get to later. I found my Pokemon on the first route and teleported to Granite Peak. Caden. That's a. I need to fix that. You teleported to Granite Peak. Oh, bugger. Okay, we'll fix that bug in a second. Pokemon Coconut, Terramar. Why Terramar? Pokemon Trials. Could you have a Nuzlocke mode with forced level cap? We're looking into it. There is currently level caps, and you can choose to turn them on or not. As soon as you walk out your room, it's like unturn level caps on. You can turn them off at any point as you want. I might look at doing. I can look at doing a Nuzlocke mode, but that will be something I do once the game's finished. I mean, the program is it's called Porymaps Netro. Sorry. You want to make the greatest game? Just do every gen up till 5-1 game. Honestly, that's not going to be greatest game. This could be very hard to balance and lots of stuff going on. So this is pretty much done. I'm going to create the time lapse so I've got something to put on video, because I'm not going to rip it off of stream because it looks crap in videos. So we have a huge bug that teleports you from your home to wherever. And I think I know where that is. I think what we need to do is we need to set it so that we have a new refresh point. So when you come out of here, it doesn't actually tell the game that you started somewhere new. So I think I need to go to where they set what we call the reset points and put it in there. In the end, goal is to be Arceus. Could be something that well, that's it. But the Arceus is sort of like a hidden goal. It's not. It's a thing that's not going to be overarching and driving the player. It's just like that is the final challenge, like a mega boss sort of thing. Sticks, thanks for the follow. Netroshin, Elgo Magnifico, Hayden, all thanks for the follow. Being a god of Pokemon, yeah, I get that. Is it possible to learn this skill? Yes, but not from a Jedi. Yeah, you can learn it through search Pokemon Decomp, and there's loads of stuff there. I'm doing my own series to try and support you guys in learning how to do it. But yeah, I just join our Discord and I'll try to give you help when we can. I missed you said about Nuzlocke mode. Could you repeat yourself? Yeah, sure. So we actually do have level caps already. So this is the starting house, and this here does ask you if you want to turn level caps on. So you can play with level caps. And Nuzlocke mode I will add once the game is finished, because it's something I can work on later. At the moment I want to get the maps and the trainers and the main field of the game, and stuff like that is something I can do post game while people are testing things. Program is Pori Maps. Harry. Right, 2 seconds guys, I need to get more water because my throat is killing me, and then I'll fix this bug. Okay, so that bug is reasonably easy to identify. So what's happening is when you're fainting, it's not sure where to take you because we've never set a save point for the player. Normally when you walk into walk into one of these, you can see it will do a set respawn point. So hill location Granite Peak. I've completely forgotten to do that. So what it's doing is it's sending you to the default one. Cobstock, thanks for the controller, appreciate it, bud. And what it's doing, because there's not one set, it's actually sending you to map 00, which is Granite Peak, and it's sending you to the hill location there. So it's actually causing you to skip half the game. So we can fix that quite easily. So we just need to go into. We're doing Bedrock Town. So when you enter your house, we just need to set here. So this is your map scripts. Map scripts, this is like the map script they've done here. We're just going to create a on transition. What that means is every time the map transitions, run some code. And we just want to set respawn. Is it called set respawn? And we're going to put in heal. Always confirm it before I guess. So set respawn. Yeah, set respawn. Heal location. So heal location. I think it will be called something. I think it's like player's bedroom. We can confirm that by searching it. It's not that. I want to find all my heal locations because they're all defined somewhere. Make sure I'm using the right one. Here we can see. So we've got Little Root Brendan House, Little Root Days. Those really don't exist anymore. Might be the issue we've got. So I'm going to take Brendan's house one. For now, I'm going to do this. Copy that in, save it. And then I want to go into my map. And this is why I don't delete everything from the thing, because there's always bits I miss. He says as he looks and sees all the bits he's missed. Yeah, so we go up to our Little Root code. Little Root maps. Brendan's house, second floor. We've got this H. So that is our hill location. So I just want to copy that. Maybe I should have copied this. Let's make a new one actually. Oh, actually, I think I need to create a new one. I call it Players House 2F. Oh, it's 1F. What did I call it? Players Bedroom. Players should be the same name as our map. Players Bedroom. Sorry if you said, but what are the big differences in Rom Hack and Classic Emerald? This is a completely new region, Cobb. So you're currently looking at Standard 1, but
Hello there.
this is going to be a brand new region, completely custom. Bro, thanks for the follow, bud. So you can see like all the custom routes I've made. It's got all trainers from 1 to 9. It's got a lot of quality of life stuff like following Pokemon. I've added a crafting menu, so we need to start as more item crafting. You no longer need HMs. I've added custom items in, so cut down a little tree, use an axe, and you get the axe from beating a rival in the forest. So yeah, it's all about that. We've got Mega Evolution, we've got Dynamax, although I probably won't use Dynamax because I don't like it. Gigantamax forms will probably become Megas. There is Terra coded, but I don't know if I'm going to do Terra. We'll see. Okay, so I just want to... I don't know how heat locations work. I'm going to turn everything into that. Region map. Map set, kill location in that bedroom. Yeah, if I just change that.
Hello there.
Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to change that. This is how a heal location works. So you define it here. Then you need to pick what map it goes to. It goes to the map group. It goes to our map group, which is player bedroom. Player's bedroom. And the map number, player's bedroom. Yeah, that. We save all of that. We reload. That should fix your issue. I will drop a new update tonight then, which will fix that issue you had. Who was it that had the issue? Yeah, Caden. So that'll fix your issue. You'll be able to get a new one. You will get a new one tonight. COD, stop. Thanks for the follow, bud. Nintendo's going to come for broke. They can come for me, and they will not do anything except tell me to stop, because that's all they can do. I don't make money. Why? Oh, I hate it when it does this. Deletes the connection. I don't know why I've been getting that bug lately. Delete that region. Do that. What they should do is do what Pokemon, the thingy guys do, and hire the people who are making these games and have them come along and make them a lot of money, or release their own engine thing so that people can start making it. And so if they made their own, like Mario Maker, and released all their tools for people to make their own little areas, they'd make a mint. I'd absolutely rake it. There we go. So that's one bug fixed. We'll deal with the compiling later. That is our thing. Pokemon, exactly. They've already got the tools in, and like, because you're just drawing tiles and stuff, and you give them a load of preset things to do, maybe even just remove like, oh, you can't do talking outside of the standard choice options, so there's no like dodgy stuff being sent. I think they'd make a load, or just hire like 12 guys and be like, you got a year to make a Pokemon game, sell it for $5 each on the store, go ahead, or wait for someone to, if people make these, they're just like, oh, we're gonna buy it off, we're gonna buy you, we're gonna now distribute your thing on our network, and you know, you'll get 10% of it. And you know, they've already got the Switch Virtual Console going, which can run Game Boy Advance games. If they started selling people's fan games on there, they'd suddenly have like a load of new games being made. But instead, they'd rather target them. And to be fair enough, they do want to protect their asset. And I would say they're fair enough targeting anyone who's definitely making profit or doing dodgy stuff with it. But half the guys are just doing it because they enjoy it. You know, it'd be cool if you added pixelated graffiti, as in the player does graffiti, or just like as a tile, because I do want that would be great for the city area. But I'll have to do that. JD, thanks for the follow, bud. Into these games, yeah. I mean, to make a drawing thing, I'm not going to be good. I'm not good enough at doing that. Yeah, to do a tile, that would be reasonably easy. You just have to. I just have to create a. I do want to create a new city tile set, which will have graffiti on it eventually. Dan man, I see you had this last night at 8 p.m. and now it's 4 p.m. Well, Crow, for me it's only 6 o'clock. And to be fair, you might have seen me earlier, but I did only do 2 hours over lunchtime, and then I stopped. And then my wife's gone to watch Wicked, so I was like, well, I may as well stream again. Her showing was at 5:30, so yeah, she's going to be a bit busy for another hour or so. I had nothing else. Can I give you a name for it? Yes, give me a name. Purple Flame, thanks for follow. That'd be cool. Let me know if I do graffiti lots of people who love to be in the game. Oh yeah, that'd be sick. Yeah, maybe we could add a graffiti trainer class. I need to make note of this. Yeah, graffiti trainer class would be quite cool as we go to one of the cities. We're gonna have all that stuff going on. Give things a bit of life, right? Oh, I've forgotten to add loads of stuff. Let's move some things around. So all of these things I need to work on. These things are probably gonna get deleted. That is a event script. That's the city sign. Okay. It will be a Civic Gen. It will be mixed. It'll be mixed. Mixed from 1 to 9. Currently, I haven't added many Gen 9s in. I need to adjust that. I thought you were a machine on the machine. Oh no, God no! I when I'm talking for even about an hour, my throat starts to hurt and stuff, and I've got to pee and do all this stuff, so it's just a pain. So, plus I try to do more of the interesting things on stream, which is making the maps and stuff. And when I've got to then do the boring coding stuff, I tend to do that off stream. But yeah, give me some things that are new in your ROM. Well, we're using expansion emeralds. We've got follower Pokemon. I've added the crafting menu so you can create your own items, which you need to adapt. We've got a standard Mega Evolution, physical special split, all of the up to Gen 9 mechanics. Otherwise, we're running a new region. I do need to re-add the Pokemon Unbound quest menu because I really liked that. So we'll be adding lots of sub-quests in with overarching ones, which are going to be really hunting for legendary Pokemon. So, for example, getting Arceus, you have to speak to this guy who will tell you information on it. Then you find one of the hidden plate locations, then you've got to find the hidden key, and then you go to all these locations, you battle a totem Pokemon, you get the plate. Once you get all the plates, you can go into Plateful Cave. In Plateful Cave, you can put down the 3 orbs from Giratina and stuff. It's just going to be a big, expansive exploration world for someone to play casually and enjoy old school Pokemon, which I think has been lost over the last few years. So I've just noticed a lot of things are missing, so I'm just going to pull up Coalport and see where I've gone wrong. Yeah, there's lots. Big Timon, Pan, Alphaz, thank you for the follow. What's the name of this tool? This tool is Porimaps. Is there a way to heal before the personal Pokemon Center? No, okay, and I've just realised there isn't. That's a good point. I think what we can do is maybe we'll add you into your bed. You can fall asleep in your bed, and that will do it. So we need to add a new trigger. Open up the code. I need a variable, so I'm going to have a unused var always on. Always 0 4. I can't even do that. How did I do it before? Ew. Maybe we'll add something. Yeah, we'll add something in the lab. I'll have a think off stream, but I think I might have to add something in the lab where you can heal up. And we'll add a machine. Because yeah, I've completely missed that. How do you do this? Any tutorials? No worries, Alufa. there are lots of tutorials. It's called I use Pokemon Decompiled or Expansion Emerald, and a tool called Pori Maps. There are some guides, and I am writing some more up-to-date ones because I know a lot of the ones I use are for older versions. So if you follow us on YouTube, you'll be able to see I've got 4 guides so far, and on there you'll be able to hopefully follow along. If there's anything I've missed on those that you think you'd be cool to learn, then yeah, just say, and I'll do a video on it. Otherwise, there's Discords you can join. You can join our Discord and discuss it on there. Whatever, however you want to learn and stuff. Yeah, we can possibly try and support you and help you to learn. But yeah, I'm a coder, so I'm able to pick it up reasonably easily. Don't like how tight that is. I'm going to remove that because I want the player to be able to get here. I'm going to make this lane shorter as well. So there's a 2 gap there. 2, because you need to go to the next area once you've got the badge. Pokemon the Reset. Why Pokemon the Reset? Hello, I'm working with something to try recover corrupt Emerald Save on fake game. Any thoughts? If you're an Emerald save will have corrupted if you're using a different save to the game you're playing, because the flags are different. So it might be you're using an older version of a save file on a newer version of the game, and they've changed how all the flags work, or the flags are completely different. So that's probably the case. There's no way to really recover it easily. Cthulhu, thanks for the follow. What's the program? Program is Pori Maps. Have you done any secret item thoughts? Yeah, so I have been spreading out in some of the earlier routes. So there is a secret item here. You've got a Great Ball. You've got an item you can't reach there, which is actually going to be a custom item. You see there's some hidden items around this map. And I've tried to put some items in and around, and there's some quests you can do to get some specific items. Good one there. Growth mulch. So I have been thinking about it. I want to keep it nice and diverse, keep lots of good things going on. So if there are any items you think might be useful or added, suggest it. We'll put it in the game. I haven't done collision. Let's do collision. That's an easy thing I can do while chatting away. What's this? Because there's like start Pokemon game again. That's true. Right, that could work. I'm still tempted with Triver just because it says what it is. It's the Triver game. It's quite down the line. How long have you been working this? This exact ROM has been done for this exact ROM. Like this version of it is 3 months old. Realistically, I've been working on this game for about probably over a year, because I started coding this last year, like at the start of last year. I then pivoted to work on some other ROM hacks and videos, but I missed working on this game, so I've pivoted back and focusing purely on this one. I'm using the updated versions of the Emerald code base, which is giving me so many cool toys. So that's why I'm remaking it from scratch. So the first couple of 100 maps are just flying through. That's why you can see I'm reasonably quick in drawing them, because I actually have existing versions of them. But as we get deeper into the game, that is not going to be the case. But for now, we're in a reasonably good spot. Actually, I'm going to I want to steal some things from Slateport. I want to steal them directly because they've got weird tiles, which is these. I'll take one of them and take it to this one. I own hardware that only saves directly from the cart. Do you know any of the data viewing soft? No, I don't. Your PK Hex is what you want, or if you're looking at the game itself, you want to get hold of like Advanced Map or Advanced Smart. They let you go straight into the ROM you're ripping off. Or if it's the saves, yeah, you want PK Hex. Christiana and Dom, thanks for the follows. I say if I want to move up to those small trees of bulbs. say if I just want to remove obstacles such as small trees or boulders, use the. You can't move boulders at the moment, but if you want to get rid of things in our game, you just need to use a. You need to get the small saw from your rival and have the first gym badge. It's not my cart, but someone I'm working with has used it and it has worked before. Yeah, I'm not sure. Best is probably to reset. Do you come up with storyline? So there is no sort of story per se because I'm a bad writer, and if I tried to write a story, it would be rubbish. So instead, we're looking more at gameplay to make it fun, because that's what I'm better at. But yeah, pretty much all come up with it. Pardon me, all myself, with suggestions and code from viewers. Yeah, no worries, Cecilia. I haven't done much with physical hacks. I know what I make can be done in physical ROMs. When I had a commission, the guy was using it to make physical ROMs with physical cartridges with. I probably will make myself a physical ROM of this when I've made it, or at least made it in a decent state to be like version 1. Here it is, physical version. Why not? Okay, so I need to go through all of these, which is going to be a ball ache to do. So instead, I'm going to have a toilet break, and then we're going to do something fun. And we're going to add trainers. We're going to add lots of trainers in. So if you want to be added to the game, start thinking about a team you want to do around low level 20s, high teens, and we'll add as many people in the game. First, I'm going to do a toilet run. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. The viewers just plummeting as I do a toilet run. Okay, we're back. We are for the crack. Drifting Voltops with the Wood of Growlithe. Great team. Great choice. I like that. So let's throw you in. New object. What skin would you like, and what do you want to say, and all of that stuff. Because we got to do all that working out. Can you see guys all right? There you go. Let me just rehash things.
Hello there.
Oh, I realised what's going on there. Hayden, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Hope you're having a good day. What day is it? Saturday. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Let's do that. Right, scripts. Route 4B, trainer, battle, Lando. Trainer, battle, single. I wish there was a quick way of doing this. Someone did make a tool which made it a bit more visual, but that works for the very old version. And the one with this. Young trainer, you came to the wrong hill. Young trainer. We can make you a young trainer. So we've got capitals, Route 4, Lando, Route 4, Lando, Lando intro, Lando outro, increase trainer battles, increase trainer beaten, and post. We've got Lando post battle, auto default or default. There we go. Let's put default. Okay, text. My brain suddenly turned off there. What's the time? So I've got to pick my wife up at 8ish. I need to make sure my phone's visible so I can pick her up from the cinema. Lando intro. We have message box. No, just a format because we've got a message box. You came to the wrong hill. Oh, we can put you on the hill then. You came to the wrong hill. There is no win text. I probably could make some, but yeah, currently there is no win text when the player wins. When the player loses, you can have this hill. And maybe we'll do like for the post battle. I'm on my way. I'm leaving. And they just stand there looking at you. So we can actually throw you. You said you wanted to be a young child, so we can put you on top of this hill. Maybe you're as soon as the... No, we can't do it as the plane comes out. We can put you there. You face right. So like if they want to get that secret thing, and I'll put an item up here. Put an item ball like there, so the player can see it as they're coming close, and they've got to beat you for it. So you probably got quite a cool item there. And you said you wanted to be a youngster, didn't you? Youngster. There you are. Let's attach the script to it. Yep, script's attached, and now we need to do the trainer. How'd you do this? It's called Pokemon Decompiled. You can just search Pokemon Decomp, and you can start seeing sort of the pieces you can work on it. There are some amazing guides all over the place. I'm working on some myself to hopefully give you guys a sort of an introduction of how to do it all. So your best bet is just to get it, open it up, and start coding. Start looking at things, googling, speaking to people, join our Discord, and hopefully I can help you with things as you go. Yeah, so this is the decompiled ROM hack, which will literally really go into the code of things, which I think is amazing. Let's drop these. 8's fine. We'll give you your post. Let's put you at level 20. Level 20. And then you said you wanted a Drifloon. Oh, this way of coding trainers is so much nicer than what I used to do, and it makes it so much easier for me to do it on stream and have you guys sort of see what I'm doing and read it. Voltorb and Sudowoodo. That's going to be an absolute beast of a Pokemon. There we go. You want custom move stuff? We can add that. Oh yeah, double battle. Yeah, we can make you a double battle. Double battle does make you skippable, but that's fine. Maybe people want to come with one item to get that item. Pokemon in the game. There is a way to check. You go to families. You can see I've got Gen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We go to Gen 9. You can see we go all the way up to Pecharunt. And if we search species and define it, you can see this file shows every single Pokemon we have. So we have up to Terrapagos and all the forms. Same with Ogerpon. Then they got the Scatterpugs, the Spoopies, the Gigantamax forms. Competitive format aliases. Yeah. Various forms. More G-Maxes, Alolans. Partner Pikachu's turned off with a cap. All the different stuff. There's lots. There's lots. All is a Pokemon. It has every single one. And we will have custom Pokemon I say custom Pokemon. We'll have some crystal forms in eventually when I can be asked to add the crystal type. But yeah, that's all there. All done in. Okay, your trainer is made, Lando. You are now in the game right here. I do think we should turn that item into something cool. So let's find an item ball. These use the existing item balls because then it just saves us on a lot of code that we have to do anyway, but I don't know exactly what things are being used and what things aren't being used. So, what item do you want to be blocking? It could be a TM, it could be a held item, it could be a cool berry. Filja, thanks for sharing. Litleo instead of Growlithe. Yeah, Litleo instead of Growlithe, that's what you want. That's a great choice. There we go, Litleo. Done. Rare candy. Rare candy could work. Yeah, we can do rare candy. We got, in terms of items, we go to define item. Hang on, hashtag define item underscore. Item tag. Oh. Yeah, you can see we've got lots of items, including stuff from newer games. I've been working on making some custom items. I don't know if they're actually in this. Yeah, so we've only got the patches, the history book, the hand axe, the lantern and stuff, which are like HM items. I do want to add some more to... Oh yeah, and the outfits. So these are going to be custom outfits because you're going to be able to choose your outfits you've got eventually. But I do eventually want to add in more items you can craft. I was thinking about like usable items, but I don't know yet. I've had a bit of issues. EVO like far too much this time. Protein could work. I might end up. I'm tempted to remove EVs, or maybe give an option to do that. Muscle band could be good. We're about to do the second gym, which is water type. So maybe an absorb bulb. Because that buffs you when you're hit with a water move, doesn't it? Let's do an absorb bulb. Really useful item. So yeah, so you now get an absorb bulb. Magnet. I think, if I remember correctly, if we go to Route 1B, I think I've already got a magnet. Oh no, I've got a rock incense. Maybe magnet would be good. No, yeah, you get a magnet from the trade. Magnemite or trade mag. In-game trade. Here we go. Yes, you actually can get a magnemite through a magnet through the trade. Maybe I'll make it thing, but maybe I don't think you can get any drops from ones yet. Absorb Bowl, I think. Do you know what all the gym types will be? I have them written down somewhere, but off the top of my head, it goes... Psycho, thanks for the follow. It goes Flying, Water, Poison, Ghost, Steel, something Bug. I know Bug's going to be the last one, because I want to make a tough Bug gym. Yeah, Steel. There's two others. I've got a list somewhere. I was going to make Bug... Oh, yeah, I can't remember the list. I think it was a Fire Gym. Might be number 6 or 7. And I'm thinking... I don't think I might not make the Elite 4 the standard... standard single types either. I might mix those up and have them all on themes instead of types, which I think might mix things up a bit. I've always had an idea of tough Bug Gym because that's exactly... I personally love bug Pokemon, and I made a bug gym in my Pixelmon server when I was running one of those. It was a challenge. I think it was tough, but you know, a fair challenge. That's a good point. I've got to fix that. That's something I've noticed is going to cause issues later.
Hello there.
I've got to do this. Lando and Showtime, thank you both for the follow. Hope you're having a good day. I want to take these tiles, don't I? Yes. Yes. That's better. That'll do. That'll do for now. Tough bug gym to get. Get Flagon, Drapion, and Gliscor in there. Well, Drapion and yeah, the Drapion I was tempted to do because it's somewhat bug type. I did see they originally wanted to do Flygon as bug ground, and I'm tempted to do that because I don't think it gains much from being Dragon type, and I'm tempted to make it bug ground Pokemon. Because there isn't any good ones. We'll see. When can we expect the game? Looks like I love Gen 3 Emeralds. I chose Emerald because it's so easy to hack. But you can play. I got to release a new demo today because there's a major bug I've fixed. So you'll have like version 3.1. But otherwise, the full playable game won't be out. Like the finished game, I should say, won't be out till like I don't know, late next year. Depends on how much time I get and how if I keep working on it. But progress is progress. But I release a new update every week. James, next to follow. Any chance you have the repo publicly available? So you do what I'm using for the base expansion Emerald is available. Just search GitHub expansion Emerald and you'll find it, and you'll see most percent. For what I'm doing, when I finish it, I probably will release it publicly. Because then you guys can pull my fork and then just make your own ROM hacks on my region. And I think that'd be so cool to do. See what people do, like hacking my region. Maybe you want to add a story, you want to do whatever. But I think that might be a good chance to do. But for now, I'm just working on getting the game built as quick as I can. Okay. Expansion Emerald, yeah. So Decomp Emerald is sort of the base, but they've expansion Emerald. They've added loads of really cool features, such as you've got the level caps built and follow Pokemon keeping. If we go to this file here, I think it's config/items. Yeah, so you have here there's a couple of these config files. You see it's got everything built in. So you want XP all on? Yeah, just set it to on. Reasonable TMs, set it to true. Use Evo held items from bag. True. Actually, this is something I want to set true. This means that you don't have to trade the Pokemon with it. You just say yes. Do you want EV caps on from things? Yeah, whatever. Do you want a permanent key item escape route? That's decide how many shiny charm rolls. All of this stuff, and this is just one. You've got your general for what Pokemon you want to define. How do you want things to work? Like, do you want split XP catching, badge boosts, all these things that are varied over the games? You can pop them all in here and define it. So this is a benefit you don't get with the default a Pokemon expansion, a Pokemon Emerald, but you will get with expansion Emerald. Plus it comes with all the Pokemon, which is the biggest time saver. So you get all 1,000 Pokemon out the box. What's the time? That is the time. Right, I'm just gonna Nincada is the best, but it's bug ground. Nincada's like the only bug ground, isn't it? And it's not even that good. That's the problem. I think I've got time to make one more route. I have a horrible feeling actually that this time lapse hasn't worked. Sorry, give me a second. I just want to open my pictures. My time lapse for this map hasn't worked. Oh no, it has. Okay, good. Because I need to. You can actually save time lapse images straight out of Polymap, which is great, and you can also do some other things. But I want to try and make sure I do the time lapses because that's what I'm going to be using for. What do I call it? Sand Beach. That's what I'll be using to input onto the video, because trying to rip it straight from the stream ends up really motion sicknessy, bouncing everywhere. So I'm trying to think. So this is called Coral Port. Maybe we'll just call it Coral Beach. We'll call it Coral Beach 1, because you can go left or right here. 35 by 20. Slate Port. It's a route. Map section. random one because I need to change this and I need to sort out the music. Maz route 110. Show location name. Yep, you can run, you can bike. There we go. We want to go to our 4-tree because I need to rename this. It will be an off-stream job because it sucks doing this on-stream. We'll link it to there. Right, this will be the last map I'm going to do today. We're going to finish this up and do it. Shedinja in the bug gym. I've already got a Shedinja, Caden. Which is this guy here, who's blocking you from getting your first Lumberry of the game. But yeah, Shedinja will definitely be in the bug gym. I mean, you can't really do a bug gym without Shedinja. But I need to dig out the one. I did it. I was really proud of the one I made in the Minecraft server. So I made like a school. I made a normal type school with like you had to like do these puzzles to unlock certain things, and you had to throw items into specific slots to answer questions, and it would unlock the door to the next route, to the next trainer. And there was like one for each type, kind of like your dad's gym on steroids. But the bug gym was an ancient sort of, whatchamacallit, ancient sort of ruin you went through, and I thought it was quite good. But I think one of the trainers might have had a Shedinja. Oh, my voice is definitely going, isn't it? It's getting deeper and painful to talk. Okay, again, this is a pre-existing route. There's nothing too exciting going on in terms of how it looks. So that's why I'm going to keep sort of looking over to what I've done before to make sure I get it right. Which I am so far. Let's go to see. That one. The next one goes there, but that's a special one. There is no special one, so we just have the normal one. Right, that goes up. And then we have our sand. One sand. 1, 2, 3. Connect up our corners. And then we want our side piece. And then we run along the top. Oh, there's a special tile for that. So originally, this route actually had Bulbasaur on it. Well, it was where you could find Bulbasaur. So instead of doing the normal wild Pokemon out wherever you could find them, I actually used we actually used hidden grottos for Pokemon to be hidden on. That's annoying. Really that low. Yes, we use hidden grottos to hide our Pokemon, to hide the starters. Oof. Oh no, we can go one higher. And I originally had hidden. You had to do something first to unlock it. But yeah, so I'm unsure whether I'm going to keep it here because I was playing around writing some trainers, and I might move it to Route 3, which means maybe in here we'll have Squirtle instead as one of the secret Pokemon to find. Okay, so that's the line I need. So I'm going to fill in those with that ones. Need to make sure we keep that floor solid. And yeah. Throw you there. Throw in our base. That can connect up that way, that's fine. I love Totodile with a special fang. Oh, Totodile's already got its area. Totodile was actually the first one I came up with, which gave me the idea of it, which is it's in the first route. on Route 1B. Well, Route 1, but the B part of Route 1. No, I can't. We have an island called... We have Totodile Island here. So yeah, you'll be able to get Totodile on that. With a special Fang move, that would have to be a gift, not a wild. Can be done. Yeah, we can look at doing that. Currently, I'm actually thinking about having Totodile as Dark type, which I think might be cool. I know it's a bit genuinely done. It's like an often thing people do. When will this be finished, ready for download? When it's finished, I don't know. Depends on how much time I get to actually code it and work on it, and how little distraction I get. In terms of being downloadable, you can download it now. You can download a demo off of our Discord and try it and tell me all the bugs and stuff. I would wait until after this stream because I will be dropping an updated version, because we've had some brilliant people having a look and noticing how some very dumb bugs I've done. One of them's kind of major, so I fixed that bug, and we'll be releasing the update after I'm done here, which will be after this map. Once I do this map, I'll compile it and send it off. But yeah, it's gonna take me a while because there's a lot to do, and I don't want to rush it and release something which is basically gonna make it like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Why bother playing anything he does? I want it to be an enjoyed game. That was the wrong thing. That's the one I wanted. Then we want to get these tiles. Just go in from there. I think it's that point I want. I find doing beaches very awkward. They're quite fiddly because you got to get things just right, and none of the tiles sit in a nice, easy to draw. So I do apologise for being reasonably silent, but I am concentrating on getting this bit out so it looks good. And then on the other side, I think it's just that is what I want. Yes. There we go. Actually, that's come out all right. Then we fill it. Fix the mistake. Seals and Spheals on the beach. Spheal? No. Seal? Yes. I think the wild Pokemon I was thinking: Wingull, Shellos, Psyduck, Chootle, Mewtwo, Krabby, Tangela, Wingull, Chootle, Krabby, and a 1% chance of a Shelder. 4-5% chance of Shelder. I think Seal, I'm doing another one purely because it's bulky. Is that a good enough excuse? No, maybe we'll add Seal in. PewQ. Yeah, I was thinking about adding the PewQ tossing, like there is in the other game. So I need to make a PewQ overworld. I did actually sort out the code, and I'm thinking like as you do it, as you're tossing them back in, depending on how many you find and you get different rewards for it. So I did sort of I did have that in the original version of the game, but maybe I'll bring that back through.
Hello there.
Question mark? Who knows? We'll see. Right, I'm just gonna finish this off, and then we'll end the stream. Thank you everyone who has joined. I do enjoy it I do enjoy really getting stuck into it. There we go. Again, I'm going to work on. If you have a trainer you want to be added, then just throw me it in a video comment or on our Discord, and I'll add it in. And otherwise, I'm going to do an update. Oh, I haven't added the grass in. What a dumb move. So we'll do this while I do my outro. But yeah, I'll add sort of videos in and stuff for you guys to add you guys into the game based on your trainers you give me. And yeah, if you want to download it, download it in about an hour from my Discord. I just need to give the update and fix that bug. Thank you, Caden, a lot for pointing that out. Otherwise, yeah, have a good Saturday. I'm just going to read the last couple of questions, and I'm going to build a time lapse, and I'm going to compile the game and I'll answer some of your questions. So how do I make your own Pokemon game? You make your own Pokemon game. I say the best way to do it is take Pokemon Emerald, which is this, Pokemon Emerald Decomp, Expansion Emerald, find some tutorials and just run through it. Set up your environment, set up Pori scripts, start making something small. Start taking, maybe make your own map and add it to Route 1, or play around with Route 1, or just do small things until you get used to how the code works. Maybe add a trainer in that you meet before Gym 1, you meet him again at Gym 4, maybe you meet him again at Gym 7, like an own rival. So you've got to work out, because that will mean how do you work out their movement, how do you add a trainer, how do you sort out the variables, how do you sort out the flags should have been beaten, all of that little stuff. It's very easy to do, and yeah, I think if you do all of that, you'll start getting used to, you start getting a good idea on how to do it all, and then you can start advancing and doing your own thing on it from later. Duration will comment from the game. No, all Pokemon are available. Is there a Discord? Yes, there's a Discord. It's available on our profile. If it's not there, then well, it should be. I have forgotten to hit compile. Fingers crossed this compilation works. I'm just going to warn you, anything past, there will be areas without any wild counters and stuff. Think of it like if it's not been released on a video today, then it's sort of like a pre-area. So all of these later areas don't yet have wild encounters, but they will come Friday for the full release. This little update is mostly just to fix the fact that when you pass out, you end up skipping half the game in the first route, which we don't want. There's some other things I'm going to fix, like adding a place to heal and whatnot. Yeah, otherwise, Logan, Roken, thank you all for the follow, and Daniel Patton as well. I know I was late in that, but all have a good Saturday evening, and I'll see you all next time I stream. Follow Discord to find out when.